Hi everyone, I've got an accessible yoga for you today using just a chair. This is your introduction, as when I first filmed it, I accidentally cut my head off. So just get your chair, get your water, and we'll get started. Stepping back from the chair, bringing your hands to the back of the chair. You want it side on to begin with, hands resting on the back of the chair. We're going to come into a variation of downward dog, starting to drop your chest towards the floor, bringing your pelvis back, slightly arching through your upper body. You can adjust where your feet are so that you have enough space. Shoulders down the back, you can bend through the knees slightly. Beginning your deep breathing in and out through the nose, shoulders pulled down your back. All four corners of the feet pressing into the floor. Maybe pressing your chest even further towards the floor. Slightly tucking your chin. Just like you would in downward dog, slightly looking towards your navel. Rounding back up, stepping in towards your chair. Brilliant. Now we're going to turn the chair facing forwards. Okay, and just come and sit on the very edge. So this is going to be our neutral pose at this point. So coming back to neutral, we'll be here, just sitting towards the edge of the chair, shoulders down the back, hands resting gently on your knees. From here, hands on your knees, inhaling, pushing your chest forward, opening your chest, shoulders back, looking gently towards the sky. Exhaling, tilting your pelvis forwards, rounding through your spine, looking towards your belly button. Inhaling, looking up. So this is a seated cat-cow. Exhale, rounding. You can go as fast or as slow as feels good here. Making sure both feet are pressed firmly into the floor. Inhaling. Exhaling. Warming up the spine, warming up the hips. Just getting yourself ready for the practice in front of us. And coming back to your neutral seated position. From here, bring your feet together, knees touching. So we're still at the very edge of the seat. With your right hand, bring it to the outside of the left knee. We're just going to come into a side bend. So bringing your left arm up. Start to lean gently over to the right. Look down towards the floor. Making sure your right shoulder isn't coming up and crowding your ear. You want it nice and loose and low. We're not pushing ourselves. Just going to a nice comfortable stretch, feeling it all through our left side. Back up and release. Back to neutral, hands on the knees. Okay, now following the same pattern here, knees back together. Bringing your right hand to your left knee. This time we're going to go for a twist. Bringing your left hand to the back of the chair. So that might be the edge of the chair here. That might be plenty for you to twist. You want to inhale up, nice and tall through the spine. Exhale, twisting round, gently looking over your back shoulder if that feels comfortable. If you have space here, you can start to move your arm further along the back of the chair, using it as a gentle lever. Inhaling, getting tall, and exhale, spiraling the spine, looking over the back shoulder. Deep breathing, just seeing if you can notice if one sits bone is heavier than the other. Try and create a bit of equality between the two. Same amount of pressure through both feet. releasing, coming back. You can shake that out. Roll your shoulders back. Neck side to side, just get rid of a few of the kinks. Okay, we're going to come into a variation of a quad stretch here. So you might want to sit slightly further back on your chair and slightly to the left because you want a little bit of space to be able to bring your left foot to the outside of the chair. So just gently start to walk it backwards. You can leave it here, toes tucked under or letting your toes relax onto the floor, and you should feel a slight stretch through the front of the quad. If you have a little bit more space, you can let your leg open and reach back. You might want to hold onto the chair here so that you don't go flying. Reach back and just hold onto your foot or your ankle. So you'll see that the leg is opening. You don't want it to open too far out, but you can let it open a little bit. The stronger you pull your foot, the more the stretch will be. So make sure that you're not going past your edge here. Neutral gaze, soft eyes. Remember, if this gets too strong, you can always drop that foot. That's absolutely fine. As long as you're feeling the stretch, you're getting the same benefit. Focusing on the breathing just to calm the nervous system down. And release. Coming back to center, coming back to neutral. Okay, coming back to neutral. So we're going to come into a warrior chair variation here. So this is quite an active pose. What you want to do is open your left leg out to the side, resting the hamstring on the chair and bringing your right leg out, foot facing forward. So you're in that basic warrior 2 position, but you've got the nice support of the chair underneath you. So from here, open your arms out, look over the front fingers, shoulders down, opening through your hips, opening and broadening through your chest. Breathing deeply. Even though we've got the support of the chair underneath us, we're still also supporting our body weight. Pushing strongly through the feet. On your next exhale, drop your right hand down your right leg. We're going to come to a quick reverse warrior. Left hand over your chest, looking up towards the sky, creating a really nice slight back bend. Back to warrior 2. We're going to follow this through and come into side angle. So you can see where we're going here. We're just going to slightly lean towards the left leg, bringing your elbow onto your left knee, right arm up towards the sky, keeping your right leg nice and straight, foot pressing into the floor, spiraling the chest open, reaching towards the sky, and then gently bringing that right arm over your head. Right leg nice and strong, coming back up, releasing the arms. While we're working on this side, we're going to come into a triangle variation. So it's a very similar position to what we're in at the moment. You just want to bring your right leg forward, so it's at a bit more of an angle. Then from here, start to lean forwards to over your left leg, bringing your left hand to the floor, right arm up to the sky. If that's uncomfortable or you can't reach the floor, feel free to prop yourself up. You can prop yourself on a block, some books, anything that you like, just to lessen the strain in the right side, looking up towards the sky. If it feels strong in your neck, you can always look down towards the floor. And coming back up slowly, releasing the arms, releasing the legs, and coming back to your neutral position, sitting on the edge of your chair, hands on your knees, shoulders down. Just taking a few deep breaths, using this as our reset, as our child's pose. I don't know if you can see that, but we've got a little rabbit friend under the chair. Hello, Hamish. Okay, so feet together, knees together, left hand towards the right knee. We're going to do that side stretch. Right arm up towards the sky, gently leaning towards the left, stretching out through the ribs, letting the right lung expand as you inhale deeply. And release, coming back up to center. Coming into our twist, left hand again on the right knee. On an inhale, lifting your right arm up and just twisting towards the back of the chair. You can just grasp the back of the chair lightly. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, spiraling your chest to the back of the room. Come to a point where you feel a comfortable stretch. You don't want to feel uncomfortable or in pain. You just want to feel a really pleasant stretch all through the back, all through the chest. If you feel any strain in your neck, look forward or look over your left shoulder. That's also fine. Maybe moving your hands slightly further on the back of the chair, deepening the stretch. Keeping the same weight through both your sits bones. Before releasing, coming back to center and back to neutral. Shoulders releasing down, taking a nice deep breath. And exhale. Moving on, coming straight back into that quad stretch on the right hand side. So just moving slightly over to the right so that you have some space, bringing your right leg back, either keeping it here, untucking the toes, or if you want to go to the full stretch, holding onto the left hand side of the chair for balance and picking up the right foot or the right ankle, letting the knee push down towards the floor, feeling a nice stretch through the psoas, through the quad, through the hip. This really hits everywhere. Making sure you're not too light through that left foot. If it feels like it's coming off the ground, I want you to stamp it down into the floor. Everything is really intentional. And release. Release the leg, release the chair. Coming back to center, releasing to neutral once more. Okay, and we're going to go straight into our warrior pose. So this time we're going to go on the right leg. You want your right thigh resting on the chair, bringing your left leg out behind you, toes facing forward, leg nice and straight. So you still want that same setup. You want to be nice and low in your lunge. You want your right knee facing straight forward, toes on the left foot facing out, hips facing forwards. And inhale, expand your arms out, pushing through your fingertips, looking over your front fingertips, letting your shoulders relax down your back. Again, nice and heavy through both feet. If you had a pair of scales between both feet, you'd want exactly the same weight to be showing on both of them. And such equality between both sides of the body. On your next inhale, let your left hand down your left leg, right arm overhead, stretching backwards, opening through the front body into reverse warrior. One more deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, back to warrior two. And we're going to come straight into our side angle pose, bringing the right hand down to the right knee, left hand up towards the sky. Really active pose. Every single limb is working together here. Left hand over the head, looking up towards the sky or down towards the floor, whatever feels best, making sure that that right shoulder doesn't pop forward like mine was doing. Pull it back. Super active pose, pushing through your feet. Feeling the expansion everywhere. You're like a big line of energy. Inhale, coming back to warrior two. And we're going to come straight into our triangle pose here. So you want to keep the right leg exactly as it was, bringing the left leg forward so it's at a bit of a diagonal, making sure it's in a comfortable spot on the chair. This might be where you want to get some padding just so that it doesn't hurt or chafe there. Bringing the arms out just like in warrior two, stretching forward over your right foot and bringing your hand down to the floor, down to some books, maybe just holding onto your calf. That's absolutely fine as well. Opening all the way up, creating that really expansive chest, making sure that your jaw isn't tight, shoulders pulled back and together and down. And coming back up, releasing your hands, releasing your legs, and coming back to neutral once again. Well done. Okay, from here we're just going to do a couple more of the seated cat-cows just to release everything that we've just done. So inhale, tilting forward, letting your chest rise up. And exhale, rounding back, doing this at your own pace. Inhale and exhale. Okay, we're going to come into goddess pose now. So once again, letting your feet come out to the side. This time we want them to be completely equal. So toes turned out, heels turned in. If this feels uncomfortable or too much strain, you can always have them at less of an angle. Otherwise, you want them spread right out to the sides. Knees over your feet. Letting your hips become neutral. You can even slightly push your knees open. Bring your arms up towards the sky and then letting them open like goalposts. Inhale, pulling them back, opening your chest. Just a few breaths here. Active legs, pushing them out the whole time. One more breath. Inhale, pulling the shoulders back, pulling the knees back. And exhale, release. Release the legs, release the hands. Beautiful. We're going to do one more thing here. We're going to do our figure four stretch. So bringing your right knee in towards your chest, letting your right foot rest just above your left knee. Just gently push your right knee down, sitting up nice and straight. If that feels really nice and really stretchy, stay here. If you have a little bit of extra space in your hips, you can always just start to gently tilt forwards. Not far, just a real gentle tip forward, and that should really kick in with that hip stretch. Coming back to center, releasing that right leg, repeating it on the left side, so bringing the left knee in, pulling it tight towards your chest, letting the knee fall open, left foot above right knee, pushing down gently, sitting up nice and tall, just breathing as deeply as you can. This can be quite a strong stretch. If you feel you'd like to try, you can start to slightly tip forward. Just make sure you're not rounding forward. You want the tilt to come from your hips. Coming back up and release. And you're all done. If you like this kind of stretch, please like and subscribe. I drop a new class every week. Hopefully this has helped you realize that anything that you can do in yoga, you can do on a chair. So it doesn't have to be any accessibility issues there. Let me know if there's anything else that you'd like to see. But thank you for watching.